The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wrote those words 2,000 years ago. But here's the truth he never told you. You don't just struggle against adversity. You absorb it, forge it into armor, and become undefeatable. Picture this. 58 A.D. Rome is burning. Emperor Nero accuses Seneca of treason and orders him to commit suicide. Seneca's friends weep. His family trembles. But Seneca, he slices his veins, sits in a warm bath, and dictates his final philosophy lesson to scribes as his blood pools on the floor. His last words: "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." He didn't just face death, he mocked it. That's the power of a mind that refuses to be defeated. Today, I'll teach you 3 Stoic tactics to make you undefeatable, so no loss, betrayal, or disaster can ever break you. First, turn pain into fuel, the forge of adversity. In 1914, explorer Ernest Shackleton's ship, Endurance, was crushed by Antarctic ice. Stranded on a frozen wasteland, his crew begged him to surrender. Instead, Shackleton burned his gold coins for warmth and declared, "Difficulties are just things to overcome after all." For 2 years, he led his men through starvation, minus 40-degree storms, and 800 miles of open ocean in a lifeboat. Not one soul was lost. The Stoic lesson? Your worst moments are raw material for your greatest strength. When Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded, he called it a devastating blow. But he later said, "It freed me to enter the most creative period of my life." He founded Pixar, reinvented animation, and returned to Apple to build the iPhone. Your move: reframe suffering as strategy. Next time life knocks you down, ask, "What can I build from these ruins?" 2. The Unbreakable. Pause. How to never lose control. Epictetus, born a slave, was tortured so brutally that his leg never healed. When his master demanded, "Beg for mercy," Epictetus replied, "You will break my leg, but you will never break me." Centuries later, a 17-year-old boxer named Muhammad Ali stepped into the ring for his first pro fight. His coach warned, "They'll try to rattle you, insults, cheap shots, mind games." Ali grinned and said, "Let 'em talk. I'll let my fists do the screaming." He won 56 of his next 57 fights. Here's why this works. Undefeatable people don't react, they respond. In 2020, a CEO named Jason lost his $200 million company overnight. His investors panicked. His wife left. Instead of crumbling, he spent 10 silent minutes journaling Marcus Aurelius' words, "You own the moment, don't let it own you." 2 years later, he rebuilt his empire twice as strong. Try this. When chaos strikes, steal 60 seconds. Breathe. Write one line. "This is my fire. I will bend it, not break." The invincible paradox. Want nothing. Fear nothing. Alexander the Great wept when he had no more worlds to conquer. But Diogenes, the philosopher who owned nothing but a wooden bowl, slept soundly in the dirt. When Alexander asked, "What can I give you?" Diogenes replied, "Stop blocking my sunlight." The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of fate. Want nothing, and you already have everything. In 1942, Viktor Frankl was thrown into Auschwitz. Guards stole his clothes, his wedding ring, his manuscript, the work of his life. But in that hell he discovered the last of human freedoms is to choose one's attitude. He survived, wrote Man's Search for Meaning, and revolutionized psychology. Your mission: practice radical acceptance. Each morning, whisper, "Let come what may. I am ready." In 180 AD, Marcus Aurelius, scribbled in his journal. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Translation: there is no defeat, only training. So the next time life sucker punches you, laugh and say, "Is that all you've got?" Build your mind like a gladiator. Turn pain into power. And when death itself comes knocking, meet it at the door, smile and say, "You're late, I've already won." Hit subscribe. The war's just beginning.